Hi guys, we
have returned.
How are you, bro?
Doing good.
Long day, right?
Yeah, long day, but you know what? This is what we're here for.
Sure is. Well, this is what we're here for. Somebody sent me an email. Love's Good sent me an email and said, "What happened to the video that you said you were going to put up yesterday?" Well, we recorded it, guys. Usual sort of half an hour, 40 minutes, and then when we finished, Harry and I were just having a chat. And do you want to tell them what happened, bro?
Well, we started talking about, oh, hey, I like this, I like that. What about this? We started talking.
Well, hang on. You were flying blind during the presentation, weren't you? Because I wanted to get your reaction to some of the stuff that I was showing.
Yeah, I think we had gotten to a point now where we think, well, I thought that we're going to find a point of contention where Nigel and I disagree on. But at that, we talked about it, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But after we had done that, the recording, we started talking, and Nigel said something, and my eyes kind of popped, and then I said something, and Nigel pretty much hit the floor. So we decided we couldn't do the presentation as it was done because we have to add this in. So I'm not going to do a spoiler alert, so you're going to have to sit through the whole thing now with bated breath.
Well, I think the way that I described it was basically you and I both had an epiphany quote download at the same time, and we both were like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bouncing. I'm like, what the? Anyway, so I was adding stuff into the presentation until very late last night, so we could get this done for you guys today. So should we just get straight into it, bro?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because this is going to probably end up being just a little bit longer than we normally like to. There's 120 slides in this now. I think it was 61 yesterday, so it's virtually doubled. So some of it, guys, I'm going to skip through rather than read. So because again, just because I'm aware of the time, so just stop the video, if you want to read something. So
and some of the stuff we just can't say, or else we put ourselves in peril.
So let me see. Don't make me cross. Well, this was brought to my attention. We know this as being a crucifix. Well, what happens if we spell crucifix backwards? Don't forget that in some countries, especially the UK, cross, to be cross means to be angry. So if we take the word crucifix, break it down phonetically, X, if I see you are seeing, I will be cross if I see you are seeing. Well, how can we put that into today's context? Yeah. So, crucifix. Who was crucified? The biblical Jesus. Mum and dad. Dad, or mom, I should say, mum or mom in America. Mother, dad, father. Is your father a fat woman? Now, I know that sounds a little bit kind of WTF, but just hang on to that thought because I'm going to come back to it. This came up because I was having a chat with a student when he was talking about his father, but we'll come back to that. So we're going to get into, we've talked a lot about this in previous podcasts, but it won't hurt to go over it again in this one because we've made even more connections. So Genesis 1:27 in the KJV and the ESV. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, semicolon, male and female created he them. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. You're going to get a mind splat in this one, guys, I promise you. So this would be what we know as Janus. Now, if you want to have learn a bit more about what Janus is, then pop over to Paul's channel. Paul is the world's authority on Janus. His videos are absolutely brilliant when it comes to that subject. So male and female created them. Just look at the lower part there, guys. I mean, you know, it's all there. The why? Well, what does why mean in Latin, Harry?
It means and. It's a conjunction. So I think he's telling us, hey, it's him and her.
And Y is also the first letter in Yehudin, and this race that was created in Genesis 1:27 are known as the Yehudins. It was John Lamlash that taught us that.
It looked like Adam and Eve, or that creation, that Yehudin creation, I'm sorry, was doing the Baphomet stance, right? The hand up and the hand down.
Yeah, that too. So another depiction. Now, Harry, you're Greek. There is a Greek myth about Zeus cleaving the male and female in half. And as we said, you know, the word cleave can mean to separate or to bring together. And the myth talks about once they were cleaved in half, they spent the rest of their lives looking for their other half. Well, we're going to explain to you exactly what that means, guys. This was the moment that we had yesterday, and it is absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah. This is the depiction right here where Zeus split them in half with the lightning bolt.
Okay. Now, this is from Paul's channel. This is what he says that he thinks it was. I agree. You have the male, the female, but this is represented in ways that maybe people know, they understand, but they're not. They just haven't put this piece of the jigsaw together yet. So 11 also represents, or not only represents duality, but also represents the yin and the yang, the male and the female energy. And this is going to be so hugely important, guys. Words fail me. Now, if we put the word miss, as in miss, you know, the address that we would, when we're talking to a lady, miss in Chaldean is 11. There are no coincidences. This is all about the two becoming one again. The Hermes and the Aphrodite becoming the Hermaphrodite. Another depiction here. Now, as I said, there's a much deeper meaning to this, as we will try our best to explain. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So here's some pictures of quote unquote royalty. Now, these are bridesmaids, guys. I mean, yeah, Harry, I can see you laughing, bro. This is the female. This is the male, as are these. Don't believe me? What about this thing at the back? I lost me, man. Here we go. What about this thing? There it is again. You're telling me that's a girl? You're telling me that's a girl? Not a chance. Okay, so let's jump to this. I think 99.9% of pilots are male. It's not called a cockpit for no reason. And yet, why is this called a ballroom? Ballroom dancing. Stay with me. I got this from I came across this channel. This channel came across me. And these are female to male, male to female. Unite is an anagram of untie. Unite and untie can be the opposite. So these are, let's just call them transitional. Okay. Now, I'm not going to read this. Just pause the video and read it for yourself. These are all transitional. I mean, what the hell that is, I've got no idea. So from this top left to bottom right in a couple of years.
It seems like it's a lot, most like it's MTF, right?
Yeah.
Not the other way. It's usually it's MTF.
Yeah. So you have this in October 2015 down to this one in March 2017. same thing. Now, this was the channel that I got this from, called No G. But look at this. Look at this. I mean, he's got 18 subscribers, but he's had 175 views. I mean, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But if you want to pop over there and have a look at the video, it's pretty cool. So we have this God figure, okay, and on the left and the right we have the angel and the demon. You know, the angel on one shoulder, the demon on the other shoulder. And we're going to show you exactly what this represents. Now, if you look at those, they look like identical twins. God the Father or fat her. Is your father a fat woman? Well, you all know who this was, quite plump, Queen Victoria, who was quite possibly not what we think. And of course, we have the depiction of, you know, the damsels in distress who need saving, who need rescuing, my hero. So when we get to royalty, if a king is on the throne, he is there because of the bloodline, it's hereditary. And he takes a wife, his wife becomes queen. But if a queen is on the throne and she gets married, then her husband becomes a prince. Why? Why doesn't he become king? So we're going to get into the divine female, and we're going to explain why. Is the sun female or male? We're told it's male. I am saying it's female. Not that it matters, but I'm going to explain why. A lady, all you beautiful ladies out there, you are life givers. You bring life into this world, as does the sun. Many of us know we live in a matrix. Well, matrix means womb. It means mother. What is the difference? There isn't any. The word daughter is an anagram of the guard, and men know they are closer to their daughters than they are to their sons. And Harry, you and I had a personal chat about this, and we know that to be true. And I think that's because it's the female energy, and mothers are quite often feel closer to their sons than they do to their daughters because of the male energy. The male and the female, the yin and the yang. If a king is really female, then he, in inverted commas, has the divine female strength or power. This power allows him to take a wife, queen, who is male. Conversely, if the queen is really a male, then she has no real power. Therefore, her husband cannot become king, because the king must hold the power, must be technically female. Why have women been subjugated all these years? Because they have the power. We're told that diva comes from the word divine. No, it doesn't. Look at the bottom of that, Mr. Diva. No. So I'm gonna move on. This is from the Sumerian creation epic. I will create a primitive. Man shall be his name. I will create a primitive worker. He will be charged with service to the gods so they might have their ease, aka also known as Genesis 2:7, Adam and Eve creation. Okay, the Adam and Eve creation. Well, Genesis 1:27 are androgyne. They were created in order to control this realm. Go and read Genesis 1:28. Go out and subdue, have dominion over. They cannot escape. Genesis 2:7 were created separately. Man, Adam, then woman, because we have a choice. So essentially what we're saying here, Harry, is that the androgynes, they are incarnated in this realm in full energy. They have the 50% female, the 50% male energy. Okay, you agree?
Yes, and what a lot of Christian pastors will tell you that Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 are just a rehashing of the same story with different details, but right here, you're making it clear that they're two separate stories, two separate different creations, two different kinds of creations.
Yeah, two separate species, if you like.
Yes.
So let's move on. If you want to jump over to Logan's channel, Decode Your Reality, and watch his prison planet decoded, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Now, he uses tarot. He uses all sorts of ways to decode things to decode, and that video is absolutely insane.
Yeah, he uses multiple layers. He uses the periodic table. He uses pi and phi. He proves the script without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, and I'm going to use that in a few minutes and show you what he sent me. So we are told, stay with me on this, guys, that the Earth is an oblate spheroid. Now, why would they come out with that? Well, an oblate spheroid is egg-shaped. And here we have the sperm, and we know this is CGI, but we have the sperm fertilizing the female egg. So the guy's job's done once he's let go. Now it's over to the woman. So if the sun is female and is sending, when we pass over, we're told to go into the light. The sun then sends our energy over to the moon. The moon shoots us down into the egg, not the other way around. So I came across this. This is the moon card in tarot. Happens to be number 18, which is 6 + 6 + 6. Now, why is the sun depicted on the moon card? And I know, I mean, guys, I'm not that into the tarot. I don't know that much about it, but I know that there are some tarot decks where, you know, the sun isn't here. But first of all, we got dogs barking at the sun, which they don't. They bark at the moon. And in other tarot decks, they're not dogs, they're wolves, which is the opposite of flow. But I want to look at the symbolism. So we have the sun, and we have the sun's rays, R-A-Y, rays. We have the two columns, Jachin and Boaz, pick a side. We have the dogs barking. We have a middle path. What was the biblical Jesus talking about? The middle way. Don't take a side. And we have this, which some people, it's a scorpion. Scorpions don't live in the water. That's a crayfish. That is a crayfish. Look at the tail. Look at the tail on that crayfish. Look at the tail on this depiction. That is a crayfish. And the crayfish looks like he's going to go along the middle path up into the mountains. Okay, so what is the symbolism? Do not decide to take a side. Decide the middle path. So we talk about sun's rays. Well, see ray fish. Ray is Ra, which is the sun god, Ra, plus the Y. Well, I sent it to Logan, and this is what he sent back. Ra radium is 88, the 88th number on the periodic table. Y is yttrium, which has an atomic weight of 88. You can't make this up. If you add the 226 to the 88, which of course 88, Back to the Future, 226 plus 88 is 314, which is pi. And if you're familiar with Logan's stuff, you will know that the what's called the string of pi, 3.14, and then another 2 million digits, basically is the computer code that runs this whole realm. The sun card in the tarot is the 19th card. Okay, this is all connected to reincarnation, 193746. What does that mean, Nigel? Well, if you put 19 into the string of pi, it's at the 37th decimal position. If you put 37 into the string of pi, it's at the 46th position. And if you put 46 into the string of pi, it's at the 19th position. So round and round and round we go. 1 and 9 is 10. 3 and 7 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. You're 19, 37, 46. Round and round and round. Man in Chaldean is 10. 10, 10, 10. Mom is 10. Now, let's have a little bit of fun. Why does the letter S look like an F in some old manuscripts? You can see here, Congress has the F, the S instead of the double S. Well, if you substitute the S in sun for that style of S, oh, look, 19. The 19th card. Take away the S from sun and replace it with that style, and you get 19. Can't make this up. Battery is 19. We are all batteries. We're harvested for our energy. Master is 19. Now, let's look at these two cards. We've got the Lover's card and we have the Devil. This is not the Baphomet. This is the Devil. This is where it's going to get absolutely off the charts crazy. We have the 6th card and the 15th card. 6, 1 and 5 is 6. If we do the same with the word master, remember, master is 19. If we change the S for an F, we get 24, which is 6. 6, 6, 6. Now, look at how similar these two cards are. We have the Lovers and we have the Devil. What is going on here? We also have the Mountain. Remember? Back up, way back up here. Whoops.
Great fish right there.
We have the mountains in the background. Yeah. And we have the mountain here. Now, what we've got here, arguably, we could say this is Adam and Eve. Okay. They are free. He's looking at her. She's kind of looking up. But over here, he's looking down here, and she's looking at you and I. And they both have horns. The Devil here has a torch setting fire to the tail. They both have tails. Paul did a great video. Paul on the What the Flock TV did an awesome video on tails. Why we have a coccyx bone did we used to have tails?
Hey, Nigel, I just noticed he's lighting up the tail of the male horned man.
Yeah.
And so he's looking right down at her private.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got him lit up, turned on.
He doesn't even know his tail's on fire.
Yeah.
But I think the important thing here, guys, the important symbolism is look at the chains around their necks. They could easily remove those chains. They could easily take them off if they wanted to. But more importantly, what are they connected to? Get ready. This is a slightly better or bigger picture. Look on the right hand. We have a cross, a crucifix. This is where we came in, guys, right at the beginning of this presentation. And we have a 7. What have we been talking about the 7? Oh, and also bat wings. Bat wings. Where did the Lyris come from? Oh, that's right. And bats hang upside down. This is the Hangman card from the tarot. It happens to be number 12, which is the sum of 6 plus 6 there. And we are born. We're born like we're born inverted. And as I said, we have a 7 on the palm of our hand. So this is the cross. This is the Jesus. This is the spiritual side. This is the material side. This is the demon. This is the 7. 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 notes in a scale, 7 days of the week, etc., etc. We have the cross and the 7. We have the connection, the chains to this material world, which the lovers don't have. They're not chained to anything. This is corruption. What does that look like? Does that not look like a power button, Harry?
It sure
that not
does.
look similar to a power button?
Yeah,
a power button.
And look at what that power button's on.
Well, the power button is connected to phi 1.61, which is the golden ratio, the Fibonacci. So this is another on-off. I mean, this is just a power button. This one's considered an on-off. Zeros and ones, which is the matrix.
Ones and zeros. Yeah.
Binary. The binary. Yeah. So again, you've got the bat wings. You've got the cross and the seven, the spirituality and the material. You have chained to the material, but they could easily take off those chains if they wanted to. What is he sitting on? A tower.
A computer tower, yeah.
That not look like a computer tower? Towers? Tower? Hello? Are you getting it? Male and female created he, them. The two into one. Again, the destruction, the two into one. The androgynes, the Yehudans, if you haven't watched our copy and paste video, guys, go and watch it. It's insane. They were created in this realm. They do not have a higher self. They do not have a soul. They cannot escape. They are androgynes. They are 50-50. This is my friend Gary's website. Go over there. I always put a link in the show notes because all my stuff's on his website. He will give you a free soul report. Just contact him through the website. Tell him Nigel and Harry sent you, and he will give you a free soul report. And Gary insists that 60% of our soul incarnates into this realm, unless you are one of these when you are already incarnated 100%. Now, I don't know where we're going after this podcast, guys, because we're going to have to rely on you, because what we're about to drop now is literally the final piece of the jigsaw. We've come to the end of this particular journey. And this really is going to blow your mind. 60% of our total male, female energy incarnates into the material realm. If you are a male, then you have 50% male energy and 10% female energy, and vice versa for you girls out there. If you are a male, then your higher self is 40% female energy. If you are female, your higher self is 40% male energy. And when you unite, when you die and you unite, if you are going to incarnate again, and like Harry and I are both male, if we want to incarnate next time as a female, then it would be our female energy, 50-50. We are made up of 50% female, 50% male energy. So it would be you and I, Harry, that would be up there playing the game, playing the arcade game, while our female energy incarnates into this realm. So when you're talking to your higher self, guys, understand and respect that you're talking to your female half, your other half. Remember when Zeus cleaved the two, the male and the female, in half, and they spend the rest of their physical lives looking for their other half. Your other half is your higher self. Respect it, contact it, connect with the ultimate frequency, which is your higher self, your guide, your spirit guide. The yin and the yang, when you come together again and become whole, are you going to incarnate next time as a female? Are you going to incarnate next time as a male? Or are you just hopefully going to get out of here? Now, this is the serious bit. We've talked a lot about the connection. The dog is us down here. The God is our higher self. We are connected with a leash. This is what gives us our free will. We've talked about it loads of times in previous podcasts. Go and have a look at them.
Yeah, bark. It's called Bark Bark Baby.
Bark Bark Baby. That's the one. Yeah. So we have the God up here, our higher self. We have the dog, which is the reverse of God. And this is our connection. This is our spirit guide. This is our guide. This is guiding this. You think this is coincidence, guys? This is not coincidence. If you take this, and we've heard people say this, guys, that's going to get cut. You're going to lose your connection. Remember that guy, Harry, that said that after he took it, he lost all his connection with quote unquote God. He said, I couldn't feel God anymore because this is going to get cut, guys. You take that, you are going to become literally a lost soul. You're going to have the connection cut. Make no mistake. Now, I watched this movie again last night. It's called Infinite. Now, I know some people have said, oh, I can't get this particular website. For some reason, you can't in some countries. But let me just stop sharing a minute. If you have this that we talk about nearly every time we do a podcast, the link's in the description. Okay, we get 30% off. It's $70 a year. So it's going to cost you $49, $50, and you can put it on 2 devices. So you can go halves with your best friend and share the account. It's going to cost you $25 a year, right? Once you have that, then you have access to this website. And I mean, this is a 2021 movie. You watch them all for free. All right. This one is called Infinite. Okay. I'm not going to give you any spoiler alerts, but it's all there. It's all there. Exactly what we're talking about here, guys. It's all in this movie. Infinite. You are responsible only for what you can change. All you can change is your attitude. And there lies your responsibility. People don't realize that now is all there ever is. There is no past or future except as a memory or anticipation in your mind. All comes from the word knowledge. Know now. Know the edge. Know the ledge. Genesis 1:27, they think we are stupid because most people are. We have been dumbed down. We are mocked because they hate us. They are jealous of us because we can get out of here and they can't. Don? Bye, Don. Mockery. That's all it is. We have been mocked. We are continued to be mocked. Remember this dude? He's actually speaking a bit of truth there for once. Love the shoes, bro. Sexy legs. Love the shoes. You can't make this up. Mockery. Sheer mockery. And just to finish, I'm not going to do a deep dive into this, but you can Google it. Herbert Spencer. He was Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was an actor played by this character. I'm going to finish with this photo. This was sent to me by Lovegood from the channel. Thank you, my darling. She took it yesterday, I think, or the day before. And she said, what do you make of this? Is this a breakdown in the matrix? Now, of course, it looks like, no, Nigel, it's rain. No, it's not. I asked her and she said, no, it was not raining. The picture's not particularly good because she said she got a crummy camera. But you can clearly see a dividing line up through the clouds. Dark and light. Dark and light. What's his presentation been all about? Dark and light. The good, the bad. The yin, the yang. You can't have one without the other. You can't. So there you go. What do you think, Harry?
I think the 2 points that we both got floored on are the key things to focus on. That is, the hermaphrodites were created in this copy. And the second one is that they want us to not realize that our other half, if I'm a male here, avatar male, my higher self is a female. They don't want us to know that. And then, but they do want us to get the sticker and eventually cut that Ethernet and have us be lost souls. They want Absolutely. Us to. They want us to stay trapped in here, recycling all, or staying here now, not getting out because they can't get out. They're trapped here. They were made for this realm just to trip us up and keep us stuck.
And as that Sumerian text said, we were created as slaves to serve them, and that's what they want. They want that connection cut. So we have got no choice. We're going to be subservient.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone else say these two things that we just kind of blew each other up yesterday after that initial recording.
Yeah, and I said, Harry, scrap it. Let's do the whole thing again tomorrow. So we're doing it again. We're doing it again now. So as always, guys, leave your comments below because seriously, I woke up this morning thinking about this and I'm like, where are we going to go now, bro? Where are we going to take this channel? Now we've explained this whole realm. Go and watch our Meet the Controllers video. Go and watch our Copy and Paste. Go and watch Bart Baby. Go and watch 666, because that's what this realm is all based on. It's all based on debauchery and having babies and creating more and more slaves. Probably the three most important videos we've done prior to this one. This has to be the #1 most important video podcast that we have put out.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it really just delineates the exact reason why we're here and why we're here and what the reason is for this convoluted division. And because people want us to think that you're a man, men don't cry, all this stuff, they want us to be so deluded. And we kind of unraveled we got to the center of the onion, you know, yesterday, not even expecting it to happen. Of course, that's when it usually does.
Well, yeah, because we're fed information by our higher self as we
are able to handle it.
Able to handle it. I remember a advert, a TV advert when I was a kid. I forget what it was for, but it was a young boy, and he was doing something, pondering or something, and his mum said, "What are you doing?" And he looked at his mum and he said, "I'm trying to get in touch with my feminine side." He was a young boy. He couldn't say feminine. He said feminine side. And that triggered me yesterday as well when thinking that, you know, you and I, we've incarnated this time as males, so 50% male energy, but we have that 10% female energy, right? That's what you would get in touch with when you get in touch with your feminine side, would be that 10%, and vice versa for ladies. You girls, you beautiful girls out there, you've incarnated with 50% female energy, but you still got 10% male energy. The other 40% is your higher self. And that was the boom moment for both of us yesterday, bro, wasn't it? I mean, we basically floored. I want to say we floored each other, but we didn't. We floored ourselves, because we both had this realization, this download, literally at the same moment, and we're like, "What?" Yeah. Both of us.
Yeah, your eyes got so wide.
And yours, yeah.
I saw you fall back in your chair, and the fact that we came to that realization that Yehudans are made in entirety here with no higher self, and then the fact that you had already delineated that the higher self is the opposite of what the avatar is. Those two things they complete the puzzle. That last piece is there.
It all comes together. Like I said, the last piece of the puzzle. That is the last piece of this particular puzzle. Where we go from here, bro, I really don't know. But I'm sure our wonderful viewers and subscribers will will give us some ideas. So hopefully that's blown your minds, guys, as much as it blew mine and Harry's when we were doing this yesterday. We've had 24 hours to kind of get used to the whole notion of it now. But if you could have seen us yesterday, guys, we were like spoiled little kids. We were like we'd found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, weren't we, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
It was so powerful. It was so amazing. And the fact that it was resonating between the two of us the way that it was, when we both just, it was almost like we both melted. It was like, it was indescribable. I can't actually describe the feeling, but we both felt it at the same time, didn't we?
Well, Nigel, you say this a lot, but this was truly fucking off the charts.
Sounds like a note to leave it on, bro. Catch you later, guys.
And again, comments have been excellent. We've gotten some really great comments the last few videos, and just keep them coming, because that really, it motivates us to think deeper. So
oh yeah, it not only motivates, but it inspires us as well. So so keep them coming. All right, guys, well, we'll get this one in the bag and uploaded, and we will see you in the next one. Love you loads. Take care.
Bye-bye.